Okay, we live again. All right. Whoa, we live? Yeah, we live. Welcome to the Cancer Silent Killer Live, 7 p.m. live stream. Is my mic up? Oh, see,
we
there we
live
go.
again.
All right, now we live. All right. Welcome to 7 p.m.
Whoa,
7 p.m.
we live?
Cancer
Yeah, we
Silent
live.
Killer Live. Welcome to the Cancer Silent Killer Live, 7 p.m. live stream. Is my mic up? Oh, see,
we
there we
live
go.
again.
All right, now we live. All right. Welcome to 7 p.m.
Whoa,
7
yeah.
p.m. Cancer
We
Silent
live.
Killer
So
Live.
here we are. We back again.
Welcome to the Cancer Silent Killer Live.
Another
7
beautiful
p.m.
day.
live stream.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
my
saying
mic
we
up?
here.
Oh, see, there we
Wednesday.
go. All right, now we live. All right. Welcome to 7 p.m.
Wednesday.
7
Yeah.
p.m. Cancer Silent Killer
So
Live.
here we are. We
27.
back again.
Welcome to the Cancer Silent. Yeah, I need to know. If my audio is good out there. I hope my audio is good. Yeah, so I'm saying I pray that my audio is good. My audio should be good. Okay. We live. We live. All right. So just trying to get a hold of things. Just trying to get a hold of things. Just trying to get a hold of things. Okay. My audio is still. I'm not even sure if my audio is good. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure my audio is good. Just trying to get a hold of things. Just trying to get a hold of things. Okay. My audio is still.
Is my audio
I'm not even
good?
sure if my audio is good. To be honest with you. Wow, is my audio good?
Sure, my audio.
That's all I'm worried about is my audio good. I can't
Just
even
trying to
get a hold of things. Man, just trying to get a man. You can hear me? Tell me again. Can you hear me? I'm still good. Can you hear me? Okay, you said you can hear me one time. So if you can't hear me, I'm sure you're gonna say if you can't hear me, right? So hopefully you can hear me. You said you can hear me, so hopefully you can hear me. Well, all right. So can you hear me? You can hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Am I good? Yeah, I just wasted a whole 3 minutes talking about can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright. Um, when I speak about my situation, I don't mean to scare. I don't mean to alarm anyone. My situation is specific to me, and the cancer that I'm dealing with. So sometimes the things I might talk about, it might seem far fetched, or you might not be able to relate. But that's just my experience, and that's because cancer. Okay, that's because cancer affects everyone differently. Now, today was an interesting day. Today, I had an appointment. Okay, before I even get into my appointment, the purpose of this live is because I spent a lot of time in the hospital dealing with and recovering from cancer, and the most important time for me was around the 7 o'clock hour when your family leaves you and you're left by yourself to get your mind right. I would say, and that time was the time that I would use to get my mind right, and get my body ready to rest, because the most important thing in recovery is rest. It might take a week, might take a day, but rest and a positive mindset is why I think I am here today, because of how I was able to recover. So today I had an appointment to see my colorectal surgeon, because my oncologist diagnosed me that my cancer has returned, and in order for me to start my chemo treatment, I must undergo a small surgical procedure that will negate the effect, a negative effect of the chemo. Something is present in my colorectal area, and my oncologist thinks that the chemo might trigger something to some kind of reaction to the area, but because my colorectal surgeon was aware of my situation previously, and this is one of the good things when you have good doctors that keeps in touch with each other and speaks with each other. Um, because my colorectal doctor called my oncologist and was able to speak to him right away. Now, mind you, during the week sometimes I'm trying to get to my oncologist. You know what I'm saying? You know, your doctors are busy. You know, sometimes it takes me a couple of days, sometimes even a week to get through to my doctor. But you know what I'm saying? Thankfully, my colorectal surgeon knew my oncologist, so a phone call was made right away, and they were able to get on the same page as far as how to move forward in the next stage or the next step in my treatment, and in order for my treatment to begin to deal with this return of the lymphoma. So what I did find out that the lymphoma that has returned um, is present in both kidneys. It's in both kidneys, and that's probably the reason why I'm feeling the pain in my back, along with the enlarged lymphoma in my pelvis. So I have an appointment 2 weeks from now to do the biopsy. So your biopsy was 2 weeks from now, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing that I didn't have to do the small medical procedure today, because then that would have to heal, and that would probably draw things out, because you know this kind of situation, time is your best asset. Time is your weapon. Cancer uses time against you. Now, this is your way of using time to your advantage by getting on it early. You know what I'm saying? And getting evaluated, getting seen by, because I had to go through so many doctors just to get to the biopsy. I had to do like 3 MRIs, a CAT scan. I had to go through so many things just to get to the biopsy, so I can get to the starting the chemo, right? So I'm thankful. I wish that I could have started chemo tomorrow, or the biopsy was tomorrow and chemo was the next day, and because I know how powerful it is to get started and get going. But I'm glad that it is in motion, and I'm glad that my doctors are communicating, and what I'm saying, hopefully by the end of the year I will be starting I'll be starting my chemo. Um, every time I visit a doctor, or I find out more and more about my disease process. And it seems to me that due to the fact that, because I was diagnosed with diffuse large B cell lymphoma, along with Waldenstrom and another form of cancer. And diffuse large B cell lymphoma, you're supposed to, it's an aggressive cancer. So the plan is to hit it, and hit it fast, and hit it aggressively. So I was supposed to undergo three treatments. I mean, a treatment every 3 weeks, right? So in the space of 3 months, 4 months, I was supposed to be, finished with my treatment, and my treatment took me almost an entire year to complete, and I only completed 5 treatments instead of 6. So this might be why the lymphoma is back, and back so quick, and so specifically in the same area as it was before, right? Now, my Waldenstrom, I don't think is triggered. This is just lymphoma triggering by itself. So, you know, this is where the studying comes in, and understanding what's going on. Because now, before, the Waldenstrom triggered the leukemia, so now the leukemia is triggered. I'm sorry, not the leukemia. The lymphoma is triggered by itself, and the lymphoma is a treatable cancer, and it's usually treated, and it usually, like, stays away for a while. And so for it to come back so quickly, because I've only been in a remission for about a year, maybe a year and a half. So for it to come back so quickly, I'm assuming maybe, because of the spacing out of the treatments, and me not even being able to complete the fifth treatment, might have something to do with it. But needless to say, I'm here now, and that's all. That's all that matters. That's all that's concerning to me. So yeah. So today, when I saw my doctor, my colorectal surgeon, if you were on the live Monday, All right, today's when if he was on a live Monday, I spoke about my relationship with my colorectal surgeon because he performed surgery on my wife earlier, I think in 2020, doing her because she had Crohn's and colitis. So when I saw him, man, it was when I saw him, it was one of those meetings like you seen an old friend, and you know we hugged each other. You know what I'm saying? He understands my situation, and he said he wished that there was some way or there was a button or he's something that he could do to just take it away because he says because he knows me, he knows my situation is like you've been through so much, like what I'm saying. It's like and he broke down. You know what I'm saying. He started crying. You know what I'm saying. While he was hugging, and I started crying. So you know what I'm saying. To see this affection from this world renowned, what I'm saying, colorectal surgeon. It was crazy because they said to me that I told you the story of how he took care of my wife, and we didn't she didn't even have no life, I mean not insurance, she didn't have any insurance. You know what I'm saying? So he did the procedure. He took care of her. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna make sure she's okay," and he made sure she was okay. And like I said, I didn't have a whole bunch of money. I don't have, what I'm saying, anything. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I had at the time was the ability to make some jerk chicken. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did for this gentleman. And the way he looked at it, he was like, you and your wife, y'all the patients. You know what I'm saying? Like what you did, you didn't have to do. You know what I'm saying? I could have, said thank you and went about my business and never thought about doing something, much less actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of left, an impression on him. And ever since then, we over had this relationship where he always looks out. I see him around, what I'm saying, here and there, but he always shows love, and he always looks out. And so, because of that, now the plan is to just move forward. You know what I'm saying? Wait for this biopsy to come up and take it from there. And it's it's so much negativity and so much things that's going on in the world that a little bit of kindness still goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see the kindness that he displayed to me, and what I'm saying, I was able to return that kindness and showed him that, like, yo, what you're doing, what I'm saying, I appreciate it, we appreciate it, what I'm saying, and that went a long way. So don't be afraid to keep that positive energy moving forward, and what I'm saying, helping somebody out, what I'm saying, even if a complete stranger, what I'm saying, don't be afraid to do something positive and something good for somebody else, because what I'm saying, there's still good people in the world. There's still good people in the world, even though there's so much negativity out there on, wherever you see it, what I'm saying, that you're seeing it at. There's still positivity, what I'm saying. People still out here doing good things, and that should be something that we all try to, what I'm saying, push forward. You know what I'm saying, is to keep that energy going. That energy's been going since 2000, 2001. And it's something is said about having a good relationship with, what I'm saying, certain people, especially your doctors, because that's your lifeline. That is basically your lifeline. That's who, you're gonna call on whenever something is wrong, no matter what it is. And to have that relationship is very important. So what I'm saying is, be positive, because what I experienced, and this goes to show, like, we don't know what might happen or where this relationship might end up, but the fact that I was able to do something for him, and I've known of situations where doctors have went to bat for me and spoke up for me, and went behind and double checked my situation to make sure other doctors are doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot, what I'm saying, to get everything going, to get to win. It takes a whole entire team to win at this game. You know what I'm saying? So a part of what I was able to understand going through this last visit, because every visit, every every visit to your doctor you're dealing with, is every visit is a an attempt to learn more about your body, to learn more about your situation, to get more educated, right? So this visit with my colorectal surgeon helped me understand more about my lymphoma and when the first onset, right? Because due to after being examined, because I'm dealing with constipation issues currently at the moment that I used to deal with, I used to experience when my cancer was first diagnosed. Right, there's a constipation that started when when the cancer started. When I say cancer, this cancer specifically is the lymphoma. It's in the lymphatic system. There's a little nodes all over your body, right? So what's happening right now is that my pelvis area is very enlarged, right? So the lymph nodes are large and they're pushing on my intestine, right? They're pushing on my intestine and causing me to have a hard time relieving myself, right? I get up three, four, 5 times, go to the bathroom, nothing happens, right? It's just a constant push that I'm forced to just push, like I can't help it, right? I'm forced to push because of the constipation. Now, after being examined and um my doctor was telling me like whatever the problem, whatever problem my oncologist thought they were, after him checking it, he said the problem was not that big of a deal to cause that big of a problem when I start chemo. So by him being able to come to that evaluation, he fully, examined the area, and he felt the lymph node that were actually putting pressure and pushing on my intestine. He felt the actual lymph node, and he was able to, speak to my oncologist and let him know that, what he felt and what he thought, and gave his opinion. So me understanding now, like, oh, the issue that I was dealing with before was my lymph nodes were enlarged down in the area. So this was the reason why I never took pain medication for my first 3 chemo treatments, and that's because I was made aware of opioid-induced constipation, where you take the severe pain medication is going to also contribute to being constipated. So I was dealing with so much pain because of the chemo and the constipation that came from the lymph nodes. It's like the chemo is like it's like bleach. It's like a severe chemical, and it kills your cells, so it wipes out your inside. It feels like your inside is raw. So imagine your intestine being raw, and every time you go to the bathroom, it's like it's it's a raw system, and it's just every single thing you do is pain, and it's pressure. So me, I'm like, okay, I don't want to make the situation any worse because it was worse. Listen, I have a bowel regimen that I used when I was in hospital. I'm gonna do a video on that regimen, and it's a severe hot and cold regimen, but it works. All right, it definitely works, and I'm gonna make a video on that about that. But that process is a lot, and me being able to share that with you, trust me, I know it's gonna help because not it's not even the fact that I didn't take the pain medication, but you cannot be drugged up 24/7, right? So the medication can only last you a certain amount of time. So as it wears off, they have little other medications that you can like take in the middle in between to bridge it till you get to the other strong dosage again. But it takes a lot of queuing up and organizing to get the body relaxed when it comes to the pain medication. Um, so what I learned about my specific system is my digestive system. What I my previous plan was because of that I have to take Senna. I've been taking Senna for the past 2 years on a daily basis. So now I have to change my bowel regimen because to deal with the pressure that I'm experiencing now from the enlarged lymph nodes, right? I was taking the center to make my bowels move, right? So now I got to start on Metamucil, right, to help add the fiber, right? Because without the fiber, if you know what I'm saying, without the fiber, as I'm going, it's more diarrhea like, and the diarrhea like is causing swelling and inflammation because it's the liquidy diarrhea. That's not that causes irritation as well. So add the Metamucil to that, and then add the Miralax to increase the water. You know what I'm saying? The water in the stool, and you know what I'm saying. Hopefully that will have me able to not be in the bathroom for, you know what I'm saying, for a long period of time trying to do something that, you know what I'm saying, that's not gonna happen. 'Cause like I said, 3, 4 times a night I go and nothing happens. Then by the fifth time I go, and when I go, it's a severe cramp. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's the lymph nodes is, squeezing everything down, and when everything finally gets to the bottom and it's ready to, you know what I'm saying, to come out, it's a severe cramping that comes along with it. So, and this, it's ongoing, obviously, until I go through chemo and, you know what I'm saying, other things. But this is the first sign, right? This is not the first sign, but this is the first sign of constipation, right? That is being caused by the cancer. And constipation is one of the main signs that something is wrong, whether it be cancer or, constipation is always a big sign that something is wrong, whether it be through, it could be colon cancer, all kinds of cancer, but this lymphatic cancer is causing the constipation, and it's as simple as your intestines in your stomach. So wherever there's cancer, there's gonna be, you know, either organs is gonna get enlarged or the lymph nodes are gonna get enlarged. There's gonna be pressure inside your stomach, and that's gonna be pushed. That's gonna push on your intestine. You got what, 40 feet of intestine. That's gonna push your intestine some way or the other, one way or the other. That's going to happen. So, understanding that when you feel any kind of discomfort, when you feel discomfort in the midsection, especially, you know what I'm saying, some kind of constipation stuff, be very diligent. You know what I'm saying. Understand what the process is. Understand why you taking certain things, why you taking Senate, why you taking Metamucil, because it should be a reason why you're taking it. And if you're not solving the reason, then that means something else must be wrong and not what it is that you're trying to solve. So being diligent, knowing how your body works, knowing, you know what I'm saying, staying on top of it. Constipation is not something that you should be dealing with. That is that's one of the most important things, to be honest with you, you can do for your body is to not only keep an eye out for the signs and symptoms of any cancer related issues, but being able to relieve yourself, you know what I'm saying, at least on a daily basis, put your body in an optimal, you know what I'm saying, position where it's being utilized the best. You cannot be, you know, to only going to the bathroom twice a week, and that's a negative effect on your body, on your whole system. Your system has to go through some kind of cleansing. And speaking of that, I've been considering intermittent fasting. I've been battling with the idea of it, but I spoke to my oncologist, and he's saying that for me, that wouldn't be a good idea because my cell count is already low, and I need to be able to make new cells. So, being on any kind of keto or fasting or you know what I'm saying, things of that nature for me would not be a good idea for me. So, but I've wrestled with the idea. I see the purpose of fasting. So if I was in this situation, like if my cancer didn't come, before my cancer came back, my oncologist already told me that fasting shouldn't be something that I think about. But it is very important for your body to cleanse itself and for you to give your body a chance to to purify from all that stuff you've been putting in your body. And it's not only because you're eating, you eat wrong, or you eat something that you're not supposed to. Even the fruits that we eat have pesticides and all kinds of stuff sprayed on it. So you could even try to be eating healthy if you don't properly clean your vegetables, you're not getting the proper nutrients, right? If the food that we eat are not properly grown, right? So you don't get the nutrients from the earth that you're supposed to, right? So at all times, our body is at a deficit. At all times, our body is losing the war of life. Because if you're not actively on a daily basis replenish your body with not only the fuel that it needs, but the bacterial life that it takes to maintain, you know what I'm saying, function in your body, then you're not you're losing. And I think because of that, we ended up succumb to certain diseases and certain things by the time we hit 70, 80 years old. And you know what I'm saying, and we accept that, and that becomes normal, and that is not what I want for myself. You know, to say that knowing my current situation, is a lot, but I don't expect. I've always had a long expectation on my life, and because you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with this now that I still expect to be here. You know what I'm saying, for a very long time. So all the things that I'm doing is to facilitate that, right? All the education, all the reading, all the studying, all the, the podcasts that I'm watching is to facilitate a longer life for myself, right? So today was a good day. Today was a good day because I didn't do any surgery, right? I didn't do any surgery, and my biopsy has been scheduled for the second week in December. So now 2025 rolls around. Hopefully by then, chemo will be started, and you know what I'm saying. My body is right and ready for the chemo, right? Because the problem with me doing chemo was not my neutrophils, because they gave me booster shots, right? Because I was getting booster shots 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and it's funny I'm doing a live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but I used to go to the cancer center at least 3 times a week to get booster shots, um, after or during, you know what I'm saying, the whole rehab process. So it wasn't it wasn't the neutrophils. It was actually my red blood cells. It was actually my hemoglobin. It's the amount of red blood cells that's in my body. As long as I'm over 1,000, right? As long as I'm over 1,000, then I am good to undergo chemo, because once I go with the chemo, my blood is gonna get wiped out, right? So at least I should, if I have, at least have some to where, you know what I'm saying, it won't be as drastic. And who knows, maybe this time I'll have a different effect, right? Because the Waldenstrom isn't present, so that might have a different effect on my ability to make cells. So like I always say, everybody's cancer is different. Well, maybe every time somebody has a cancer, even if it's the same kind, it's also different. So we're banking on all of that. We're banking on starting chemo in January, and you know, not having to have any issues as before. Because like I said, my hemoglobin, once that has to be at least 1,000 before I can start chemo. Like as long as my hemoglobin is 1,000, I could do chemo, and that's why I needed over I think it added up to about 83 blood transfusion, and that's this shirt right here. From what I see, it's a little crooked. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta work on my skills. BC, my boy, brother Clarence, he's getting me tight on my game. But this is one of my shirts that I designed, and I'm using it to promote the blood drive and cancer awareness. So it's one blood donation saves 3 lives, and that's what a blood donation does, right? So when you do deliver blood, it breaks down into red blood cell, white blood cells, and platelets, right? So 3 different people can benefit. Somebody had an accident and need red blood cell. This person, for the issue, needs platelets, and for the issue, that person needs white blood cells. So from one blood donation, you're able to save 3 lives. So now, hopefully, I wouldn't have to experience that same thing. Maybe I know. Hopefully, I won't, because who knows? It might be different. Because, like I said previously, the Waldenstrom's, which is a bone cancer, that kind of contributed. So now that the Waldenstrom isn't there, hopefully my ability to make red blood cells is not going to be as compromised because it took so long for my body to regain at least 1,000. Is it 1,000? Yeah, I was 1,000 or 100. I think it's 100. Anyway, whatever that number is, 1,000 or 100, right? If I got to at least get to that number in order for me to do another chemo treatment, right? So the problem was me getting to that number, and that's why I needed all these blood transfusions just to get me there and to get me kind of like balanced out. Because technically, if I don't have the blood in my body to, bring nutrients and get rid of waste and do all these things in my body, then how can I go through something that's gonna wipe me out even more? So you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping and I'm banking on this new battle that I'm experiencing now is somewhat different. And if that is so, then I will be able to do all my chemo treatments when they are scheduled. Because that was part of the problem, which is my chemo treatment was scheduled for a chemo treatment every 3 weeks, 6 treatments, right? So in the space of about 4 months, you know what I'm saying, it should have been done. But it took much, much longer than that. And every time I did a chemo treatment, I was in the hospital for at least 3 weeks. Then I would have to recover for another 3 weeks after that, sometimes up to a month, right? So that, spread it out so long. And I think that might be contribute to why my cancer came back so quick. So hopefully, prayerfully, I'm saying that this time I don't have the same issues. And if I can get a better treatment, if I could get a better chemo treatment this go around, and also the chemo treatment that I underwent the first time, because of, oh my goodness, I didn't even think about this. Because of, there was initial damage done to my kidney when I first was diagnosed. And because of that initial damage to my kidney, I was not able to take the full dosage of the chemo prescription, right? Like for chemo it's the R-CHOP. Um, I R-CHOP, it stands for something. I don't remember what that was the acronym for, but these drugs that are administered, the level that were administered were decreased, right? Three of the drugs were decreased and one were held back, right? In order to not not kill me, you know what I'm saying? Because my liver would not be able to deal with all the drugs that it was trying to give to me because my liver function was low. My kidney, I'm sorry, my kidney function was low because of the cancer. Now I'm thinking like, oh, it's the same situation again where my kidney and I, what I'm saying, both kidneys has cancer. So hopefully the um that doesn't affect the ability for me to get 100% of my chemo medication. So with those things, with the decreased amount of R-CHOP that was given to me, and the time that it took me to finish my regimen, and not even finishing the last one because the time it took me to recover from chemo treatment number 5 to start chemo treatment number 6, it was too much time in between. And my doctor was like, if I give you the treatment, it wouldn't even have an effect because it's so far from the last one. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, a year and a half later, here we are again. So a lot of things goes into surviving cancer. And a lot of times it's not just the treatment. Obviously with me, it's the ability for your body to utilize the treatment effectively, you know what I'm saying, with whatever issues that I'm dealing with or you know what I'm saying the body has to deal with. So this is, everybody's cancer is different. That's the most important thing to understand, and that's why there's hope for everybody. And everybody's hope is different. Two people can have the same breast cancer, but respond to different treatment. You know what I'm saying? Or have different side effects, or It's just basically you cannot predict what how a person is going to respond. You know what I'm saying? You have to just adjust to the treatment, and that's what happened to me. And I give thanks and I show a lot of love to my first oncologist, because I'm on my third oncologist right now. Every so often, um, hey, what's up, Auntie? How you doing? Every so often, yeah, you lose your doctor, you lose your oncologist, you get a new oncologist. The one that you was dealing with has moved to another, facility, gotten a promotion, or what the case may be. So I'm on my third oncologist. But the great thing about that is the oncologist that I have now, he's the OG in the cancer center, right? Everybody that I had before used to always go to him to consult with him, you know what I'm saying, what to do with my situation. So now that I'm in his hands, what I'm saying, I even feel better about, what I'm saying. And also when I saw my colorectal surgeon, he co-signed my oncologist and was like, yo, he's, what I'm saying, doc is he one of the good ones. So, what I'm saying, um, I'm thankful for all of that. So, what I'm saying, understanding what to do, or not even what to do, but understanding that there's so much difference in everybody and in everybody's ability to survive and respond to treatment. So I'm hoping now within me that there is some difference. I'm hoping that the way I responded to the treatment the first time, I don't respond to it this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that there is some kind of variation within myself of the same cancer recurring in the same place. You know what I'm saying? And that's what gives everybody, and that's what gives you hope, is that it affects everybody differently. And medication also affects everybody differently. And the ability to come out with new technology, new drugs, new things, that's always there to help fight off whatever issues you have. So being diagnosed with cancer is not a death sentence. It's just a wake up call for you to get a hold of your situation, and try to do whatever you can to manage it, because you don't have to. There's a lot of situations where the cancer or whatever the case the situation is something that you could live with, that you could continuously take treatment for, and you'll be okay in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Even if it comes back, you know what I'm saying? Even if it comes back, and I'm gonna be proof of that. That what I'm saying, cancer comes back, it doesn't matter. You keep fighting, keep showing up, keep doing treatment, and keep your body right. Keep your body right. Now imagine if I am not, or if I wasn't, you know, doing the things that I need to, by drinking enough water daily to flush out my kidneys, and not eating too much carbs so I don't get overweight. Or there's something about deli meat. You can't eat deli meat because of I guess because it's processed. You know what I'm saying? Eating so many things that's coming out in a package. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they put in the shelves for that stuff to stay on the shelves for years. Once you eat that, that's gonna have an effect on your body, right? So imagine if I was still eating that kind of way and my cancer came back. It would have came back probably even more aggressively, you know what I'm saying, dominate even more, what I'm saying, than what it is. But because I'm trying to, what I'm saying, continue to stay on the right track of, eating right and not going left, not being, you know, not playing a victim role, and just giving up and just, doing whatever. Um, that is helping, keep me on this path. Where, and what helps too is what I'm saying, my wife's ability to cook. You know what I'm saying, if you have a good cook in the family, what I'm saying, you might want to call them, what I'm saying, knock them up, and what I'm saying, ask them if they can help you, prepare some meals for you or something. Because when you gotta cut out things and add things, and what I'm saying, because of your health, you don't have no choice. And a lot of times people, for whatever reason, they can't stick to a certain diet even though they know that their life depend on it. But if you could, what I'm saying, add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, what I'm saying, you could do a lot with a little bit of seasoning. So so today was a good day, man. Today was a very good day. My energy is obviously, my energy is up, And I'm just glad to be able to show up for another day to, you know what I'm saying, to share and have this conversation with everybody and talk about, you know what I'm saying, what I'm going through. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, is helping somebody and, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, cancer or not, you understand. And now going a step deeper, you might not be dealing with cancer, but you might know somebody else that's dealing with the cancer, right? Or somebody else that have dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a little insight on, you know what I'm saying, what the experience was, how that person, you know what I'm saying, what that person was going through, how they felt, because we need each other, man. We need each other. And this is one of those things where you don't know what tomorrow brings, but the hope and the energy that comes from the people around you, that's what's gonna keep you positive and keep you going. Like if you're alone in a hospital, like what's supposed to keep you, you know what I'm saying? What's supposed to keep you up? What's supposed to keep you going? I remember days in the hospital where I had roommates that never had no visitors come to visit them. You know what I'm saying? Old patients had kids that did not come see them. You know what I'm saying? And for that reason is one of the reasons why I'm doing this live is, you know, it's to give that energy back, because even though those people didn't have anybody come see them, I met a lot of good people, man. I met a lot of good people in the hospital in that bed on the months when I was in the hospital, and it used to hurt to see them, you know, all day. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, would come see them or, you know what I'm saying, spend time. And eventually they got better. They got out the hospital, went back to their life, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in that hospital going through something, man, you should not be alone. You know what I'm saying? That is always one of the most devastating feeling, because when I was in there and my wife left, I felt like I was in a jail. It felt like I was in a prison, like I was locked, because I was chained to the IV 24/7, so I couldn't leave my bed, you know what I'm saying, but so many times. Or it just felt like, when my visitors came was the best time, and when my visitor left, it felt like I was in a cage. And you know what I'm saying, I couldn't wait for tomorrow to come so I could see somebody else, because like I said, it was during COVID, so you know it wasn't a lot of activity. It was very, it was very energy less. It was very energy less per se. And like I said, a lot of the times it was the people in the hospital, the nurses, the aides that actually, did things to help me out on the days that I wasn't feeling well or I didn't feel, you know what I'm saying, the right energy. And I'm telling you, something as simple as moving a curtain so the sun can come in, can do a lot for somebody. So, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to, what I'm saying, tap into to the friend and the family aspect of cancer and how it can affect not only the person going through it, but how it can affect the family. And that I can't really tell you, what I'm saying. Yes, Auntie. Thank God I'm here. I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm still fighting. And I thank you, Auntie. I thank you very much, because in the beginning of my diagnosis, what I'm saying, you reached out and you started something that I'm continuing today. You know what I'm saying? You was one of the first people to call me and to like start the counseling and start the start to build in me. And I'm here continuing what you did for me, when I was first diagnosed, and I just want you to know that. All right, so I appreciate you and I love you. Um, so spreading the awareness, you know what I'm saying, the power of family. As you see that, you know what I'm saying, on almost every live that I do, you see the power of family, and you see the effect that we have on each other, and the support that we provide each other is what it's about. And if you don't have, like I said, you don't have that support, you tap into this live. Um, you tap in Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know what I'm saying? God willing, I will be here going live, to share, to update, to encourage, um, anyone out there that's dealing with this, that has family dealing with this, that has, had dealing with something that they think that might be, you know what I'm saying? And if you're dealing with anything, any pain, please, if you're dealing with any pain, especially abdominal pain, right? Arms, leg, if it's your left arm, we don't want no heart problem, but any abdominal pain, you have to check it out. Especially if it lasts more than a week, you have to go get it inspected and go get it checked out. And that's the most important thing to take away from the live today is to check yourself, man. Stay on top of your health. But yeah, every week, 3 times a week, we're here to do you know what is necessary to help the next person survive cancer, because I couldn't have made it without these people helping me. So I'm just trying to return, you know what I'm saying, return some of that energy that was given to me, and also advocate for the blood donation, right? I also advocate for blood donation. If you out there, you never gave blood before, please consider it. A lot of us that deal with cancer, especially in my situation, blood cancer, the chemo wipes out the blood and wipes out the ability to make new blood cells. So I needed blood daily, two, three, four bags of blood on a daily basis, right? So I needed that. I received over 85 bags of blood to stay alive so I could finish my chemo. So if it wasn't for those people that, what I'm saying, donated that blood, I wouldn't be here today. You know what I'm saying? So I know, what I'm saying, just the blood donation alone. I mean, I have so many reasons to be thankful that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But just the blood that I received alone is enough for me to be doing this, to try to get others to give back what was given to me, because I believe in that kind of life where something was given to you, you should, if not give it back to the same person that gave it to you, but if somebody help you, you gotta help somebody else. So like I said, if it's not even just for the blood that was given to me, if it wasn't for the patience of my doctor, and what I'm saying, everything else that I put together, if it wasn't for all of that things that I'm here, if it was just for the blood alone, is reason enough for me to show up here 3 times a week to advocate for the blood donations and to advocate for the awareness, right? So you can stay on top of, what I'm saying, everything that's going on. Because this is how I look at it. I got diagnosed at 38, right? So guess what? I'm gonna be around for another 40 years at least. So I might as well get comfortable in this environment, in this area, and see what I can do to make a difference. Because it's a tough fight, and it's a tough fight. It's as simple as that. It's a tough fight, and we need all the help we can get. So being diligent, being connected, staying positive, right? Going back to the reason for this live, 7 p.m. is the time your family have to leave the hospital. That's the most important time, in my opinion, because that's the time you get to rest for the night into the morning, and that's the time your body has a chance to repair its cells, get rid of waste. You know what I'm saying? When you sleep, that's when your digestive system go to work, right? So when you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, because at night, what I'm saying, your body is working, your body's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Rest is very important. So when you're in a hospital, 7 p.m., that was my time to lock in. And I want to say, to those who are blessed enough to have help, um, you're lucky, right? And I was blessed to have help. And I'm telling you, one of the things that made a big difference for me was taking a shower 7 p.m. every day. It's I don't know if I got into a routine, but my body felt like it was supposed to happen. I felt refreshed. I felt like a new person. I felt like I just felt refreshed, even though it was 7 o'clock and it was time for me to go to sleep. After that shower, I felt like a new person, and it helped. I'm telling you, it helped me. Um, it helped me mentally get ready and put me in a comfort where I was relaxed, and I was, it did something for me. You know what I'm saying? Um, for you, it might be something different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta find something that puts you in that comfort zone. You know, that repetitive process that is not, that is not too much hassle on your brain. But there's something about taking a shower, getting clean, that did something for me mentally in my recovery. So I was lucky to have somebody to help. So I'm just sharing what the shower did for me. So if you have somebody to help, get you ready, you know what I'm saying, you are lucky. You know what I'm saying, and for those that don't have anybody to, what I'm saying, get them ready, well, you have aides, right? You have people that come, what I'm saying, throughout the day, you're going to see many people, right? You develop a relationship with those people that come visit your room on a daily basis, and I guarantee you they'll provide you with enough energy. You know what I'm saying? To where, you look forward to seeing these people because you're going to see them every day. Guarantee. If not, the only day you don't see them is when they're on a day off. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see the same person come empty that garbage. The same person come bring you your lunch or your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? The same age. So you develop a relationship with these people, you know what I'm saying? So they can help you, so they can pour into you and help you deal with your disease process. And who knows more than them? You know what I'm saying? Who knows more than them what to do and why they should do stuff. So I'm just wanted to get across, you know what I'm saying, to stay positive, you know what I'm saying? Even though your situation might not be the best, or you might look over there and this person got 8 people there and they bringing them food and you know what I'm saying? That person's fight is their fight. You have a different fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that person is going through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to help you, you know what I'm saying, get into a mindset to where that you feel comfortable and you're prepared to go through the process of healing. That's it. The process of healing, the process of going from zero. Literally, I had zero neutrophils. Zero. Couldn't leave the hospital. You can't leave the hospital unless you have at least 500. And currently, that's what I had outside the hospital before I recently um was informed that my lymphoma came back. Right, the neutrophils that I have outside the hospital, if I had it inside the hospital, they would not allow me to leave. Right, that's how bad my immune system is, and that's one of the reasons why. Another reasons why I'm here is your immune system is damaged. You can't be outside in crowds and you can't be frequent so many places. So this live stream right here is the best way that I have to get the message out. Is the best way that I have to, reach out to people. More than one, several people. You could pick this live up anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that part, not being able to, be around a lot of people and being crowds, this is kind of like my only outlet. Literally, my only outlet into the world is through social media. So, for all the negative things that social media, is blamed for, there is a couple positive, and this is one of them. Using it as a platform to help, help reach out and help people heal. With with whatever issue they're dealing with. And like I say, it doesn't have to be cancer. It could be, anything else. It doesn't have to be cancer. All right. So all I'm saying is, whatever you've been diagnosed with, don't let it get to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it get you down. Every diagnosis is not accurate, right? So seek second and third opinions, right? Man cannot predict the future. Machine cannot predict the future. They can only tell you what's going on right now. So they can only tell you what's wrong with your body right now. They cannot tell you if, you know what I'm saying, and when. You know what I'm saying? That's on you and that's on you and your body. So this is what's, you know what I'm saying, this is what the purpose of this is, to get you to understand, what you gotta do to get to the other side. Come together with the medication, together with all the care, the time helping you deal with the time that you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to go through all of this, because mine started in 2021. It's 2024, about to be 2025, and it's a still process. You have to be able to, endure the longevity of it and see that there is light on the other side of the tunnel. And recently I met someone that I've been surviving cancer for over 10 years, and that's some motivation. What I'm saying, that I'm gonna, that'll be me. You know what I'm saying? And that man will be able to say that he's been alive for 20 years. So we all must come together, right? Man, I think that's the purpose of this live, is to reach out and pull everybody together, for the same purpose, for the same reason of fighting cancer, right? Fighting cancer. And one of my biggest, you know, one of my biggest displeasures is seeing how the cancer can affect kids, man. Like, it's so much to this that is not enough. Me alone is not enough. What I'm doing right now, it's not enough. But it's a start, right? So to have an effect, and to have, to make change, in the world when it comes to cancer. So, hopefully, willfully, things are going to get better. You know what I'm saying? But one of the, childhood cancers is tough, man. And I've read and I've noticed that in certain places, like, like in Jamaica, the childhood cancer rate from like 0 to 4 has increased, and they don't know why. So, there's a lot of things that are going on about cancer that we don't even understand or even have an idea of why. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on, you know, we will be able to figure out and understand what's going on. But, you know, bringing to light, you know, bringing to light what's going on, and I think that's my purpose, is to somewhat be, what I'm saying, like a cancer radar, like, what I'm saying. As I learn these things, I'll bring them to you and I share them with you. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my battle, right? If you're not going through cancer, you don't know as much as I do about dealing with it, unless you're an oncologist, or even if you're a oncologist, unless you actually experience cancer, then you know what I'm saying, you will not know. So, you know, this is it, is to, what I'm saying, share and help you understand that you can, survive. You know what I'm saying? You can survive, and you just gotta believe in the power. Understand what is going on. Be active in your patient care, right? Be active in your patient care. Ask questions, right? Understand what's going on. Don't miss your appointments, because I almost missed one of my appointments, right? I thought my biopsy appointment was Saturday, but it turned out to be something else. So be very diligent, because if that was my biopsy appointment Saturday and I missed it, it would have took me at least 2 to 3 weeks to reschedule that biopsy appointment. And that would have just, because like I said, time is. Yo, what's going on, Piff? I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I got a call today. My biopsy scheduled for, what I'm saying, the second week of December, right? I didn't have to do no surgery today, right? So that didn't slow down the process. So everything is scheduled. I'm saying, and is waiting to. I'm waiting. I'm saying, I would wish that it'll be tomorrow or the next day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whatever, what I'm saying, is happening, and it's happening. And the greatest thing is, since it's so familiar, I know the stages of pain, and I'm currently going through the first stages of what I felt when the first time. So it's not to the point of how severe it was when I started chemo. So, what I'm saying, time is on my side. So, what I'm saying, I'm encouraged, what I'm saying, I'm very happy at the moment. For everybody, all my doctors is coming together and trying their hardest to try to get, because in multiple different pieces and places got to come together in order to make this work. So yeah, I'm happy for that. And yeah, shout out, happy holiday to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, have your fun. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, that with dealing with cancer. My life before was damn near perfect. I ate almost perfect, and I still got sick. Right? So that just goes to show you, eating perfect does it's not gonna stop you from getting cancer. So you can eat, a little bit of this once in a while, or you can eat some of this once in a while. You can enjoy yourself on Thanksgiving. You go ahead and have your fun. You know what I'm saying? But then you have to get everything back in its right place, right? So enjoy your holidays, everybody, and safe travels. Anybody that gotta go out of town, you know what I'm saying? And last thing I want to say, remember, share this live with anybody that you know that's going through any issues, going to, yes sir, yes sir, in moderation. That's right, exactly, in moderation, because your body is strong. Believe that your immune system is massive. It's very, very strong. So your immune system can clean out and take care of itself. But when you bombard it with too much of one thing, then that's when you see the problem. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Piff said, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Piff. Salute to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You've been chiming in and showing up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for that. So yeah, moderation is the key, right? So you know what I'm saying? Is another today was a beautiful day too. Sun was out. Friday will be our next live, and you know what I'm saying? And I give thanks to everyone that shows up, that watch this live, and we're gonna keep showing up, you know? We're gonna keep showing up to continue doing what we're doing, to motivate and to help people fight and help people learn how to survive and learn how to heal and learn how to use time to their advantage to make them stronger and live longer. Right. So thank everybody for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? My wife, Auntie, Piff, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to everybody, and I see y'all here Friday. And with last thing I wanna say is one blood donation saves three lives. Right. So if you haven't have you ever donated blood before? Consider it. If you have donated, thank you very much. And you know what I'm saying? Whenever you feel like you want to go ahead and walk in that blood bank again, please feel free to do so. All right. Thank you, everyone. And have a blessed night. See y'all Friday.